Come on, Wes, you gotta do this.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Wes, back at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about something very, very interesting, and that is Warner Brothers will be making a platform fighter. Yes, I know I should have covered it a few days ago, but your boy Wes has been grinding at work, doing all sorts of other stuff. As soon as I got home, I've been knocking the hell out. Very uncharacteristic of Wes, but things happen. Enough about me. Let's continue talking. So, that being said, let's get it cracking. Anyway, Warner Brothers, they made this, or rather, they're making this platform fighter. Supposedly, it's called Multiverse. Some people may think it's not. It's a true thing, or it's an untrue thing that they're going to be doing. But in this video, your boy Wes will show you guys evidence that it is a thing, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about what I think about it. But anyway, so let's read this. Let's briefly go over this video of this article. So it says the leaker claims Warner Brothers working on a Smash-inspired fighter called Multiverse. All right, the leaker has claimed that the next game from NetherRealm Studios is Smash Bros. Inspired fighter with Warner Bros. So I'm assuming NetherRealm Studios is in charge of helping in charge of making this game, which is a plus because NetherRealm Studios, they are they're actually good developers, or rather a good studio when it comes to at least bringing the most out of a character in fighting games. You know, obviously they're responsible for good titles like Mortal Kombat, what is it called, Injustice, things of that nature. And I love the way they designed the character. Now, the details that I've been investigating on the game is obviously going to be multiplayer. It's going to resemble games like Brawlhalla. I'm not too much of a fan of Brawlhalla because to me it's like characters are fighting in water. I mean, that's one thing that kind of basically pushed me away from playing Brawlhalla. But I'm hoping that the game will, even though it's going to be like Brawlhalla, is not going to be 100% like a Brawlhalla clone. It might have elements like it in regards to being easy to pick up and play, but it's going to have its own spice to it to make it different from Brawlhalla and make people like me like it more. I do like fast-paced platform fighters, but if a developer finds a good balance, and even if it's not fast, I'll find a way to enjoy the game and adapt to the situation and continue to play it. Um, so the game is gonna be like Brawlhalla, supposedly free to play, cross play, rollback. We still don't know any details on rollback if that's going to be the case. I'm assuming it's probably going to be rollback because that's kind of like the norm now. A lot of these companies, they know that, especially if you're going to make a fighting game, rollback is almost a damn necessity for you to basically draw people into playing your game, at least the online community. And I don't know if people know, some people just are oblivious to this. We are still in a pandemic, so things like rollback is very needed to keep the community healthy. There's not too many. There are in-person tournaments that's back, but there's still a lot of people staying home, being cautious of getting the coronavirus and things of that nature. So this is very important for developers. It should be like a prerequisite to making a platform fighter or any fighting game. It should be rollback netcode put in the game off top. That should be one of the first things people should work on. But anyway, so the features is going to be cross play, free to play. Um, Basically, it's going to be kind of like Brawlhalla. They supposedly, this is still rumors, that a leaker gave to people like Hungry Box, and I think maybe other articles they put out, that the game It's also gonna have it's gonna be based off of things like it's gonna be really team based, and I like teams. Teams is one of my favorite aspects of Smash, and honestly, I think they're going about this right because it's free to play, so the accessibility is going to be amazing for everybody, for people who don't got money. So what I'm assuming is they're following kind of like the Brawlhalla route, where it's free to play, but you have to pay for certain things along the way, which is good because everybody wins. The developers win because in order to get certain characters and features in the game, extra features in the game, you gotta pay. But to get the base of the game, like just playing the main modes of the game and getting the base characters or the default characters, it's free. So that means everybody at least gets to play those features in the game and be up to speed in the game. But obviously, if you want more characters, more stages, things of that nature, you got to pay, which is good. And I think Brawlhalla. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Brawlhalla, you don't have to pay for everything. There's certain things that even though they say you I guess have to pay for it with in-game currency, you can earn that in-game currency by playing more of the game. I could be wrong. I think that's another feature in Brawlhalla, and maybe they might implement it in this game. But so far, those features are amazing. And then on top of that, I think characters are going to have different roles in this game. So there might be a support character, offensive character, defensive characters, things of that nature. Maybe it's going to be a mix between Marvel versus Capcom kind of things where you can call out assists or something like that. But I don't know. But these are things that people have been um, throwing around the internet as far as rumors. But so far the game is looking pretty interesting. My honest opinion is I hope NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brothers, they take their time with this game. There's no need to rush because there's a whole bunch of platform fighters coming out. There's Nickelodeon All Star Brawl that's out. There's obviously the king of platform fighters, Smash Ultimate out. You have Rivals of Ether. You have Rushdown Revolt. You have Brawlhalla. I'm probably missing other platform fighters, but you have obviously Melee still out, and a slew of other probably platform fighters that I'm forgetting about. So, and then you have others coming out like Rivals of Ether 2. You have Fraymakers, and then I think there's one other that might be coming out soon. But there's so many platform fighters coming out, and to me, it's like the rise of the platform fighters. This is the era. Like for the last, I would say 3 to 5 years, platform fighters have been on the rise. Everybody's just been tossing out different platform fighters and trying to get a stake uh, in regards to this community. So I hope my advice to them is that they should take their time, pick the goodness from every platform fighter they see and put it into their game. Learn from what mistakes any other platform fighter has made. But yeah, I think right now they're in a good path. But anyway, let's get to the characters, the potential characters that's been leaked in the game. So supposedly, let's go to this. Let's go to the leaks. Okay, so supposedly, HBox had a video and he had a screenshot of the character select screen that was given to him from a leaker. I don't know, you leakers, man, that work for these companies. One token you're a godsend, but then another, on one side of the coin, you guys are our company's worst nightmare. But anyway, supposedly the characters that have been leaked so far are, what is it? Adventure Time, Batman, Harley Quinn, Superman, Wonder Woman, Gandalf, Rick and Morty, Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny, and then the new character specifically made for this game is Steven Universe, or Stephen Universe. I forgot which one how you pronounce the character's name, but those are the characters. So it's very, very interesting that we have this line of characters now. just a quick overview of the other potential characters that could be in this game. Mind you, the WB, people don't know, they have a lot of IP that they could push out. So far, it's impressive to see characters like Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, and out of the freaking wazoo, Batman, Superman. I mean, they own parts of, they have rights to use Batman because Batman was on the WB, Superman was on the WB, even though they're owned by DC. I'm assuming DC they have some kind of partnership with DC to allow them to play in these fighting games, to be in this on platform fighter. But anyway, let's go to the list of potential characters that could be in this game real briefly. So hold on. Okay, let's see. Characters. Okay, so we have just the WB characters alone, right? We got Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Superman, Batman, Porky Pig, Lola Bunny. Then we got this guy. I forgot what's his name. Foghorn Leghorn. Irma Fudd, Tasmanian Devil, Beaky Buzzard. Like we got a whole bunch of Tweety Bird. We got Yosemite Sam, Sylvester, Marvin the Martian. He would be one of the characters I might use, like a Samus kind of type character. Then you got this guy. What's the bunny? Then we got the Tiny Toons. It's a long list of characters. Animaniacs. Then we got the WB. We got the WB Frog. We got Scooby Doo. See, the thing is, Scooby Doo would be dope in the game, but I think he'll be just good as an assist for Shaggy. So I don't think he'll be a good standalone character. I mean, I could be wrong, but the list goes on. Then it's like, then you have characters like supposedly like obviously the Matrix. You got Neo. Then you got JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. You got a bunch of characters, man. You got a whole bunch of characters, yo. So it's like, sky's the limit with this game, man. Like if they do it right, like this could be one of the. I would say I'll put this game. If they do it right, it could probably be top 3 to 5 platform fighters. Maybe of all time. 3 to 5 of all time. They do it properly. Even if it's close to the Brawlhalla engine. Depending, if they have the other features done right and the way they do things. Like, the fighting mechanics, it could be a little floaty, but at least give the characters more moves. Give the characters things that they could do in their games, from their games. Like Brawlhalla, I see their approach, right? Their approach is make it simple and accessible for the community, right? For everybody to play. But the characters in that game is very limited. Hitboxes are kind of tight, like super tight. It's just the biggest issue with that game, in my opinion, is the IP. The IP in that game, they didn't do too great. Like, I know they imported IP from other games. From other companies and put it in their game, but they didn't. In my opinion, they didn't do them justice. Like, literally, they just treated those IPs as skins for the base characters in the game. See, but with this game, it's a little different. And if they approach it this way, this would be nice. If all the different IP they added to this game, they weren't just slapped on the base skins of the characters. Since off rip we have IP in this game, like that's very different from each other. So we got Batman, we got Gandalf, we got Bugs Bunny. I doubt they're gonna have, like, let's just say Daffy Duck, and then they put his skin over Bugs Bunny. Over Bugs Bunny's play style or the way exactly Bugs Bunny plays. I don't think they're gonna do that. So this game is already in the right direction, even if it's taking close to the Brawlhalla engine. I think that's one of the shortcomings of Brawlhalla, and it lost a lot of its appeal that way. So I think this game right now is in the right direction. And I tell I've been telling, me and my friends been talking, like, I honestly think a lot of these games, they should take their time. Don't rush because they want to get into the fray, jump into the fray with all these other platform fighters. Don't do that. I honestly think they should slow down, slow their roll, and make sure, they get all of their, just get all the P's and Q's, everything tight, airtight, get your online tight, get some good play testers so out the gate you'll have a game that doesn't have, obviously every game that comes out, usually every fighting game usually have one or two broken characters, right? Fine. The broken characters aren't the issue because those guys or girls can be patched, right? The issue is that the mechanics of the game are kind of wonky. Like, it's bad if the company has to add, after the game is released, a new mechanic to the game. Like, all of a sudden, they realize they should have added shielding into the game. They realize they should, and then they just add shielding into the game. Things of that nature. They feel like, all right, now they should add air dodging. Those things should already, like, the basis of your game should already be finalized and put in there. The only thing that should be changed now is probably the characters, some crazy glitches that are going into the game. That's really about it. And then maybe fix any kind of internet issues, connectivity issues. But honestly, things like net play should be fixed. Like, that should be tested out. Like, you have people on the back end. And the thing about it too is, now that I see a lot of things, and hopefully they're not rushing, like I said, Warner Brothers and NetherRealm Studios, those guys, especially Warner Brothers, they got hand over, as far as I know, they got hand over fist money. So it's like, they should be able to provide a big budget for this game, or a decent budget. From what I heard looking at HBox's video, he did say that, from the leaker told him that they will be having like a pretty damn good big budget for this game. So that's pretty cool. So especially for them to make it free, they probably got a decent budget, unless they do some slick crap to where they make it free to play, but then they want you to pay for every damn thing in the game, So that's a way they could do it, but I don't know if they'll do that. I think they're really trying to, be in good grace early on, coming into this kind of field or this community. So the last thing I'm gonna go over is this real or is this fake? So, like I said, I looked at I guess the last video of Hungrybox that he made about the leak, and then he showed the character select screen. Unfortunately, I can't do it in this video because I don't want this video to be taken down. But what I will do is show you proof that this is an actual real thing. So, boom. If someone puts up a video about a game, 9 times out of 10, if you're making a video about a company's project and show screenshots and little evidence of your truth, and the company does this, something about your evidence is real. So this is a clear sign that something that Hungrybox showed, and I'm assuming the screenshots of the characters. I mean, if someone made that as a joke or is not real, someone made that, they did a good job. It was very convincing to me that was a character select screen. But I think things like the character select screen and other things that he's mentioned about the game, Warner Bros. They called whoever they need to call up. They hit up YouTube. It's like, yo, we gotta get this guy out of here. This video gotta be blocked. Get this guy out of here. I don't know if he's gonna keep putting up videos like this from the leaker in the future. I don't think he will. But like he says, and that, my friend, is what we call a hard confirm. So this is definitely confirmed to some capacity of what has been put around the internet about this game. And we're going to take a moment of silence for Hungrybox on sacrificing that video to give it to the public. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And anybody want to, people can talk in the comments below if anything you feel of, rather, characters you want in the game, the engine you want in the game, just any features you would like to have in the game. Also, a lot of this talking about different platform fighters, just all the different game related things, or just things in general, has sparked up a new interest in Wes. I want to probably start a podcast. I don't know what it's called, what it would be called. If anybody has any ideas what it should be called, put it in the comment section below. Also, if I get like at least 100 views, at least, I don't ask for a lot. Wes gets like 100 to 300 views on this video today, I will push forward the process of making my own podcast, having like guests talking about crazy, just different topics inside the game, outside of gaming, just a whole bunch of different crazy things. So yeah, just leave whatever you feel about this or the podcast that I potentially want to do in the comment sections below. And with that being said, this is your boy Wes. I'm out of here. Peace. Also, Warner Brothers, take your time. Do not rush this game. This game has massive potential. Do not rush. Please do not rush. A rush game will rush you out of here. Anyway, this is your boy Wes. I'm out of here. Peace.